Are you tired of dragging formulas down hundreds of rows, manually typing numbers, or constantly updating lists? Well, Excel's sequence function is here to save the day. It generates numbers, dates, IDs, anything you need. Let's see it in action. You need at least one argument to make it work, but it actually has four: rows, columns, start and step. This is the heart of sequence. By the way, each argument can be dynamic, coming from a cell, for example. So we define how many rows the sequence will create, how many columns will spill, the first number of the sequence, and how much each number increases or decreases. Watch what happens if I change the values here. The spill updates instantly. No hard coding, no dragging. This makes sequence flexible and interactive. Now some examples. Let's generate the numbers from 10 to 1, a countdown. Here we are using all four arguments: 10 numbers, a single column, begin at 10, and decrease each row. This is perfect for ranked lists in descending order. But the real power shows up when you use sequence with other functions. Using time function, you can now make dynamic schedules for reports, timetables, or shift planning. Change the start time or step, and the column recalculates automatically. You can combine it with text too. Here, sequence generates numbers, text adds leading zeros, and ID adds a prefix. Now you have a fully dynamic ID list. Increase the row count and Excel instantly creates more IDs, perfect for employee codes, invoice numbers, or serial numbers. Dates are just numbers in Excel, so you can make all sorts of date lists too. Let's create a list of days in the current month. To get the number of days, you will need to use today, end of month, and day functions. And I will use date, year, and month functions to get the date of the first day of the month. This gives you a dynamic calendar that updates each month. No need to type dates manually. You can also create a list of month names. Basically, we need just a simple sequence from 1 to 12, and we will add year, date, and text functions to get the list. Date generates the first day of each month, and text converts it to the 3-letter abbreviation. Perfect for dynamic chart headers and dashboards. You can do even more by using sequence with other dynamic array functions. Let's get the list of unique genres from our previous example and generate the numbers. Unique pulls all distinct genres, rows function counts them, and sequence numbers them automatically. It's great for indexing categories, creating drop-downs with numbers, and preparing data for grouping or reporting. And the last one for today is to filter top 10 rows by the critic score. Here we need to sort our dataset by the 7th column in descending order, and then filter it using the sequence. Now you have a dynamic top 10 list that updates automatically when data changes. No helper columns, no manual filtering. It's plain awesome for dashboards. So the sequence function is simple, but insanely powerful. It's fully dynamic, time-saving, flexible, compact, and interactive. Play around with it and watch your Excel sheets become faster, smarter, and cleaner. See ya!